On June 17, 1975, Primitivo Mijares, a prize media czar and propagandist of former Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos, would appear on a United States House of Relations subcommittee to testify claims of bribery, corruption, and fraud against Marcos. Despite being bribed by Marcos with $100,000 at the time, which is now equivalent to over $500,000, Mijares would still testify. And after publishing his book, The Conjugal Dictatorship of Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos in 1976, he would later disappear alongside General Fabian Ver and a nephew of Querebe Macalental. This was the last time he was seen. Before the events that ended with his disappearance, Mijares was, during the martial law period, a reporter for the Philippine Daily Express. But he was no ordinary reporter. He was one of the few who had access to Marcos on a daily basis. He and Marcos had formed a close relationship with each other, with Mijares as chief propagandist, who would convince Filipinos that martial law was necessary. He was a pioneer of fake news. Siya na yung pinakaunang fake news draw sa kasaysayan ng mundo, said his son-in-law, Joey Corango. But after some time, Mijares felt disgusted with the Marcos regime. In his interview with Reno Gazette Journal, he said that he felt guilty for allowing all Marcos's friends to take over for nothing. Mijares then fled to the United States on October 23, 1974. He later issued his defection on February 5, 1975, to begin living in San Francisco, California. The disappearance of Primitivo Medran and Mijares still remains a mystery. Mijares was last seen in January 1997, when he boarded a flight from Guam to the Philippines. The attempts of finding Mijares failed because there were no more traces of Primitivo found. Some legends say he was pushed off of a flying helicopter between Guam and the Philippines, although his family did not approve of that claim. Mijares wrote the book The Conjugal Dictatorship of Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos. Mijares' book exposed the regime of the Marcoses. This book was written after his testimony of bribery, corruption, and fraud against Marcos. The book was later relaunched on February 21, 2017 by his grandson, J.C. Mijares Corango, along with the Bantayog ng mga Bayani and Ateneo Manila University Press.